Hello everybody, welcome to I Teach Skills channel. My name is Aiden. In today's video, we're going to take a look at a brand new solution that I have built together. And this is something that took me a long time, almost sleepless if you will. But I am so excited because it was worth it. And this solution is actually building our own personal AI system or AI solution using NVIDIA TX 4070 series. I will have a video about me purchasing or installing the NVIDIA RTX 70 on my custom PC, but that is going to be some separate video. But for now, that card wasn't easy to get a hold of because I got the Founder series and I am glad I got it. Now that I got that card, I'm going to go ahead and actually go ahead and show you a couple things about this card. So let's first of all, anyways, so right now we have a brand new web browser open. The AI solution first of all I built is called Llama or Llama. If I go here, this is the one I built, and it's something very easy to do really. It just requires you to do couple setup. You have to have the proper graphic card, and you also have to have the patience because anything when you're building a solution sometimes will not work according to instructions. So you have to be willing to walk through all the kinks and all the bugs to get it working, which is exactly what I did. Now we have ended with a nice product, nice, perfect product, which will work with any device. And that is something I wanted to share with you. So to get started, I'm going to go ahead, show you two ways I can get to this solution. I can go ahead, type in my personal or private IP address, which is going to go to the solution itself. This is one way to get to it, and that takes me to the solution itself. And this is not the best way when it comes to accessing from externally, port forwarding and everything else. So what I end up doing is to get this fixed completely 100% good is I end up making a reverse proxy for it using Kali. And now I can go ahead and actually go to llama.itky.org. If my DNS is up to date, that's the biggest if. And if the DNS is not up to date, then we can actually not use it. And this Mac, I have never restarted this Mac device, so that's something we may not be able to utilize. So we can just go ahead and log in here for now, and I'll show you that version of it. So I'm gonna log in with my email address, and then I'm gonna log in with my password. So once you log in, you get this nice screen. It tells you, hey, welcome. You have made it. How are you? So tell me, you can ask AI to tell you something basic, or you can get it to tell you something advanced. So I'm just going to say, hi. And I set it to speak back to me. So when I talk, it should be able to talk back to us and see. So it's a little bit slow.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. Is there something I can help you with, or would you like to chat?
See, it tells you, hi, how can I help you with it? Is anything he can help me with it. So I'm going to say over here, I would like to chat. Obviously, let me see. I'm just going to say, I would like to chat about my team, Real Madrid. I have a couple teams, so it's going to tell me something about Real Madrid, aka Los Blancos, which is very nice. And again, this is one way you can use it.
Fan. What's on your mind when it comes to Real Madrid? Want to discuss their recent performances, the squad dynamics, or maybe share some favorite memories from the club's illustrious history? I'm all ears, or rather all text.
Now, let me tell you something about this AI solution. It's kind of a little bit dated in the sense that it's not like it's trained with the 9 billion record. So if you go to Olamo's site, it will tell you, for example, if you want to download it or you want to download the models, it will tell you which models is what. So there's a new model that's released recently. It's just released recently. Like so, I'm actually gonna get this new model. So if I click on here right now, it was released yesterday. We're gonna come over here, grab this. We can grab it later, but this one, you can see it was trained with 70 billion data. That is a lot of data that the AI gets trained on. So therefore, you could just get it updated and updated and updated. This is something that Meta released. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg. But the idea is that you also can get a Microsoft version of this. Microsoft have their own version. I believe it's called Pi, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, I find it. I'm gonna have to find it for you guys. Yeah, so the Microsoft version, I'm just gonna go to here. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's a Microsoft model. So you can see here is a Microsoft model that and it's also been trained with how many data? 14 billion. So definitely not as much as the Facebook one, but it's still good. So the idea is that when you have this AI tool that's personally deployed to you, there's no cap. ChatGPT will cap you. OpenAI, whatever solution you're using, eventually you're gonna run out of, let's just say resources. Basically, they're gonna say, "Oh, you used too many chat today. Please try again tomorrow, or please try again in a little bit." And this one in your house, you have no cap. It's running consistently 24/7, and you can actually incorporate setup with a bunch of users. So again, really incredible solution, and I can continue my solution. But in this case, I'm gonna say I want a website listing all Real Madrid players with names and numbers and pictures, and I would like to include the first team only, and I want HTML and CSS of the code, but I want it to be great looking site for all Madrid fans. So that's what I'm asking. So why not? Obviously I was just typing on the moment, so I may have just butchered some things in there, but the idea is that this thing should know, and therefore it should be able to collaborate with you. And let me move myself over here so you can see here it's generating the code for me, and sooner or later that code should have a preview on it at some point. So the idea is now that you have this solution like this, you can now have limitless capabilities. If this was GPT, I used it which a lot, which is great. I use Copilot, Gemini. One thing I always run into them is that once you start generating a complex code, AI can keep up with it, or it can just time out. You might just say, "We'll try again," and then you're thinking. You don't want to, have the AI, just time you out. So, but that's the issue with it. And the reason I was telling you that also, as you can start to see, so the reason I was telling this is code dated a little bit, is including Karim Benzema, which is not a Real Madrid player for like 2 years. It's Casemiro. So some players obviously are older, is including, but the whole idea is that, this thing trained with all the data, and Facebook is giving us, or Microsoft is giving us, or whoever is, giving us model. All these models are available to us for free to use. They may not be interconnected right away, but they work for us perfectly fine. And it's so exciting to have this in your hand. And now the other thing about this tool is also that it's because it's, you put your data into it, your personal data, you could train this to do something that you wanted to get assistance from. You could upload document training data. You could say, "Help me with this, help me with that." It will know. And you don't pay anything monthly. It's really simply free for you because you're not doing anything about it. And you can see the code is generating, basically keeps generating, keeps adding and more. So this is what it generated for us so far. It's not great, but it is also horrible. And I could tell AI to go back and just do it again. And so, but I like this one too. The way I like this one is because it actually can give you like a preview. It gives us a preview, and it generated is going to try to read out loud. I don't want it to read out loud, but I designed it to read out loud. I configured it to read out loud. So, and I'm going to show you some of the admin features of. So it is ambitious, but you can click on the players, you can click on About Real Madrid, and you can click on the player name, image, etc. So I'm gonna go ahead, and it tells you like the model not found because I'm doing so much things with it. The next thing I'm gonna do is click on here. I'm gonna say new chat, and then I can ask something else. I can just say basic thing, help me study something. You can just go ahead and start to generate it. But here it is. Some of the things I have done with this is, and I'm gonna show you, is that whenever it's done generating this one, is that we have done, you see over here, Hello Kitty site. I teach classes I teach students, actually something that the kids love to do using AI, and they generated this one, Hello Kitty website and other things. So, and it's really nice. So if I click on this one, for example, it's gonna come up, hopefully.
Sounds like fun. Here's your first sentence. The
Okay.
new employee was hesitant at first, but after completing her training program, she felt confident in her abilities.
So let me
choose from the following options. A comprehensive B, exhaustive C, intensive D, extensive. Which one do you think fits best?
Okay, anyways, let's go back to Hello Kitty one. Hello Kitty one website looks like this. This is the one things that I had the kids generated yesterday. So, and the kid, and then they say their name, this is the code, this is what they look like, their website looks like. So again, You can see, it's really nice, and it gives you a preview of it. The preview is really nice. I incorporated the Cincinnati Reds, but you could do anything else. I also had a website about dinosaur because I have a kid that is obsessed with dinosaur, and therefore I generated a code. And then I also had somebody who's been creating about his school information, their school. There you go. That's also nice. So overall, this is very exciting. So now let's talk about admin feature of this, because we've been all this time we've been talking about just what it does and what it do. But let's come over here, click on the drop down menu, click on the admin panel. You can put in names and stuff like that, and then you can click on evaluation. You can use all the models I have right now, and I'm about to get the latest month 3.3 shortly here. You can click on the settings, and then the settings, you're gonna go web search, you can do interface, you can do audio, you can do images, you can put in OpenAI key for the images, OpenAI key for the audio, or you can use the local whisper right now. There's so much to this, and then you can put in documents, and then you can also put in evaluation models, etc. You name it. My default model right now that I set up to use is this one, Llama 3.2, but you could use any version of the if you want. Oops, I actually just clicked something here too, so hold on. What did I do with that? Hold on. I actually just closed it. Regardless, you guys get the idea. Let me go back to it. That Mac closed my screen. Yeah, let me go back to it. I'm actually going to go back to the next server and show you something about using the DNS name and stuff like that, because this is all this time I've been trying to get the DNS stuff. Anyway, this is a good time of any to show you guys us using the DNS feature of this. That's not it. Let me open this machine. Now if I come over here and type in the DNS name, Llama is what I named, llama.itky.org. You can see it comes up just fine. It uses the latest Llama. And as I was saying, you can go ahead, configure like playground, systems, or you go ahead, just add new users, settings, interfaces. You can this thing, it's super flexible. It's one of those things that you can just, if you have a brain that wants to do something crazy, this thing probably can do it, whatever it is. And it doesn't limit you. You can ask whatever you want, except obviously like anything else, you don't want to ask to commit a crime, because I had one student that actually tried to do that. He asked the AI, how can I rob a bank? And I'll show you the response he gave it. Where is that at? Let me see if I can find it. It was crazy that the student asked. You see, he said here, hacking. How to hack someone's bank account. That's what a student asked. And it says, I cannot provide you this information or guidance. It's illegal or harmful activity, including hacking into someone's bank account. Can I help you with something else? So it knows to keep you away from danger. So it's not just going to get you in trouble. And I did not want to type this conversation. I wanted the student to avoid this, but they did it anyways. And it was a good example, but they were using my account, obviously. But in the future, what I need to probably do is provision more accounts for them. So to add more accounts for the people, it's simple as that, or just pressing the button here, add a user, and then you can go make them user, admin, pending, and so forth. Or you can have an option to enroll anyone else that wants to join. So you can just say any user can just get himself in. And I think here it is. Where is it? Click the button. There was an option over here somewhere. I can't now, but I do know that there was an option where you could just get anybody to register or self sign up for this. Yeah, here it is, new user signups. You press this, open this, drop dial box. Once you do that, then people can sign up for the services for themselves. And then now let me get the latest model. So let me just go to, I am gonna get the latest model because I want to get the latest model. But before I do that, actually, let me come over here. You see over here, my site is secure. It's secure with SSL. This is accessible from anywhere, and it's got a less encrypt. It's because I did this using Kali reverse proxy. I'll do a dedicated video on this later on. But for now, let's go ahead and get the latest model, and then we could go end of the video. Call the video end of the day. So ollama.com, and then we're gonna download. We're gonna click on. If you don't have it downloaded set up, like then go ahead click on this option. But since I already have it set up, I'm updating the module, getting a new module. I click on models and then click on llama 3.3, and I'm gonna click on this, copy this command. This is the one run llama 3.3. That's all you do. And then now you can come over here to PowerShell. Let me move this away, and then I'm just gonna come on, paste that in. It didn't copy me correctly. Come on, copy, good, copy. Let's copy this again. Copy this time. We saw that check mark. We're gonna come over here, hit enter. All it does is that, and it's gonna go ahead, copy it, and start installing it. You can see it's going getting it. Although this is big, it's 42 gigabyte. Man, it's huge. So that's another thing you have to do is when you're doing this, you gotta have to make sure that you're storing this on a dedicated drive. So I'm storing on this data drive right here, and under this drive I have a folder called Olama, and then I have models, and then my model goes here. Because if I don't store it here, oh man, then my computer won't be able to handle it. So you can see this is where my model goes, and it's gonna go under this blob folder. Because on my C drive right now, I don't have enough space. I only have 26 gigabytes, so it won't work. But on my external drive, I have enough space, and I do other AI projects like Comfy and NVIDIA and other things. So that's gonna come soon, another video. But for now, let's see if we can get it in this video, this module. It may be, or may not be happening because it's only 16% and it's only 6 gigabyte. Although I do have a 1 gig speed, this may be too far-fetched, and it's already 20 minutes in the video. I guess in the next video, I'll show you how this new model works. If you want to see this type of video more, like, subscribe. Until next time, peace, guys.